playing, they're coming in, they're interacting with me, and we're having a good time. And they're cheering. That's what I mean. To my surprise, because I didn't know what was going to happen, people are coming in and cheering with bits. They're subbing to the channel. Like I said, I've more than doubled my subs. And tips as well. People are giving me tips, which basically means it's kind of a donation, but not. When you say donation, it means that it's supposed to be for non-for-profit. It's considered a tip if you're just giving extra money to someone who already performed a service for you, such as a waitress or a bartender. You would tip them for their work. Same thing here. People are coming into the stream. Wow, this stream was great. I'm going to fill a couple bucks today. And they tip me, and it's awesome. Because it's more than doubled the amount of money that I'm making on Twitch. Like I said, if it keeps up at this pattern the way it's going, especially with the big new releases coming up, just think about the next few weeks. The Dark Souls 3 DLC, Persona 5, Yooka-Laylee in April, big high-profile fighting games like Injustice 2 coming up in May. There's a lot of good stuff coming up in the next few months. If we could keep this going like this, by the summer, I may be great. I may be in a position where I'm like, well, I'm now back to where I was a year to 2 years ago, making cash and being able to pay my bills again. And you don't have to hear me harp on this shit. I won't have to make these videos anymore and say, well, here's the update on the business, everyone, because overnight I might go out of business anymore. You may not hear that anymore, all right? However, we're not there yet, and I have to end this video with probably the most important part of it, all right? April is coming up. Incidentally, April's the month of my fucking birthday. Oh, great. I mean, I'm just so happy that my birthday is coming up at one of the worst times ever for me in my YouTube existence. And let me explain why, okay? The reason that April's going to be such a tough month, a bad month, no matter what, even if we're having fun and tons of people are showing up on stream and tons of people are watching YouTube videos, I still have potential to be in massive crisis in April. And here's why. Last month, February, I made the least by far ever on YouTube. All right. And that's why I left Machinima and all that. I had to have a change. I just no answers, and I'm not getting my answers on what's going on. I had to fucking figure out what was going on for myself. I didn't even make 60% of what I would need on YouTube to pay my bills. All right. I'm going to say that again. Typically, to pay my bills, there's a certain amount of money I need to make minimum on YouTube to do it. I didn't get there in February. It was that fucking bad. Now, January was bad, but because of this big surge of support from people on Patreon, I got like an insane amount of extra money on Patreon. It actually made up for the money that I made less on YouTube, and that's why this month, in March, I was able to pay my bills. We're not there. I mean, I'm in real dire straits right now because in April, you know, you got all this stuff coming up. You got my mortgages that I'm stuck with, my 2 mortgages, and, you know, all these other payments and things coming in, business expenses and everything. In addition, I got to do my taxes, which I haven't even done yet. I have to do my taxes, which I know I'm going to owe money. And then I have to pay my accountant, which is expensive. And I'm only going to getting like 60% of what I normally get on YouTube. There's no way I'm paying my bills. Now, the good news is, there's a few things that have been helping me out. Number one, right up here, Teespring. The people who have all bought stuff from Teespring since I launched that store 3 weeks ago or so, all that money went directly to bills. So that helped me a ton, okay? Patreon, right now, anyone, if you pledge to my Patreon in the next, what is today? Today's the 12th. Well, I'm filming this on the 26th, but I'm not releasing this till the 27th. If you pledge to my Patreon by the end of March, I get that money the first week of April. That money will go directly towards the bills so that I can pay them for the month of April, okay? And the other thing is, if you're watching my live streams on Twitch, all right, if you tip me, meaning if you actually send me that tip, the way you do that is when you're watching me on Twitch, underneath my Twitch channel, there's a page with all this info, my rules and links to everything. There's a section that says tips. If you click on that, it brings you to my tips page where you can send me a tip via the stream. That money I get right now. So I can immediately apply that money to my bills as well. If enough people help me by pledging to Patreon by the end of this month, the next 4 days or so, by buying stuff on Teespring or by tipping me on Twitch, I should be okay, but I don't know. Right now, I'm nowhere near close enough. And the bottom line is right now what I'm kind of hinging on, which is really bad. My parents every year usually give me a birthday present. I'm actually counting on my birthday present to hopefully be enough, because I don't know what they're giving me, to pay my bills in April. That's terrible. A birthday present that's supposed to be, oh, here's something nice for you for your birthday, is literally going to be like my necessary income to pay my fucking bills in April because of all this bullshit that happened on YouTube. So I implore you, this is no joke. This is no me over-exaggerating. April is going to be really bad. I'm going to try not to express any of that stuff on the streams. I'm going to try to still stay positive in the videos or whatever. But understand, there may be some stuff bad going on. I foresee possibly overdrawn bank accounts and other issues that are going to happen that aren't going to be very nice. But here's the good news. If I can get through April, all right, if I can get through this month and not have 100 bills overdue and unpaid and all of that shit, if I can find a way to make ends meet in April, in May, I'm going to see the increased ad revenue from YouTube from now being with Curse, and I'm going to see the increase in revenue that I'm making on Twitch, that I get paid all that in May, because it's a 2-month stagger. It takes 2 months to process all that and for them to finally send it. So if I can get to May in one piece, okay, I think if we could keep this positive movement going with Twitch and all that, I think we're going to be good. I think by this summer, things will have gone back to normal from like 2 years ago, and I can be positive, and we can tackle all these new releases again. We can have a lot of fun. And that's the other thing too. Even if there's no new releases, I can find fun stuff that people want to watch on Twitch every day. And even though maybe the playthroughs on YouTube won't do stupendously with views or whatever, if people are coming out on Twitch and still, tipping and cheering and subbing, it won't matter. It'll be enough to make up for it, which is awesome, right? It's absolutely awesome that now I don't have to rely, I don't have to rely solely on YouTube to be my bread and butter income. And basically, if it's a bad month, it's a bad month because YouTube views were down. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now I can more diversify myself, which is what I need to do if I want to survive, okay? So overall, there's been positive stuff going on overall. It sucks that my videos are getting content ID claimed. I wish that there was a way around it. There's not right now. Unless I can find, by some miracle, another partnership company that wants to make me a managed partner, there's sadly no way out of me being able to, or not having that managed partnership, and we're going to see videos muted and blocked from some of my most popular playthroughs ever. There's no way around it right now. If I can find a solution later, I'll try, but right now there doesn't seem to be one, okay? And yeah, this coming April is going to really suck for me financially. I'm literally like hoping and praying that somehow between, like I said, the birthday present for my parents and people coming out in the next few days to Patreon and people tipping me on stream and Teespring purchases, between all that could come together and be enough somehow to pay my bills for April. I know that there's people, I've talked about other things that I'm doing. For example, my lease with my car right now expires in June. So come June, I'm getting a much more inexpensive car. That'll help me, definitely. Sadly, the whole process of me trying to sell my condo in Connecticut is not looking good right now at all. It looks like I'm going to probably end up getting stuck with that condo in the long term, which sucks because that's a big financial drain on me. I've gone through every possible situation and negotiation, and it's still not looking good. It's not definite yet, but it's not looking good at all. So there's not much else I could do on my end. What I've done on my end, the changes I've now made, right? Leaving with Machinima, going with Curse instead, changing my video style for certain playthroughs and being more interactive and more positive with people. That's what I can do on my end, and I'm seeing positive increases in gains, and that's a good thing. Now, I gotta pray for a miracle in April, and if I can get past that month, come May, June, July, I think we're gonna be good. But we have to get through that first, okay? All right. That's the update. I hope that was informative enough. That was a lot of talking. In fact, I don't even know how long the video is. It looks pretty long. Hopefully that gets you up to speed on everything and you now understand what's going on. I will make another video like this probably in a week to 2 weeks. Again, when I have more updates and maybe more info for you on what's going on in that regard, and we'll go from there. But please, take this seriously. Thank you, number one, for all of your support, whether you're a longtime viewer who just watches my stuff on YouTube, whether you're someone who's been checking out the new live streams, no matter who you are, for your overwhelming support in this time of need, thank you. All right, this is awesome. Again, it looks like I've been saying this on pre-stream. It's almost like this may be my second coming. Like this could be my second rejuvenation. I used to just be YouTube. Now because I'm diversifying myself, I may find a way to make it work again, and it could be even better than before. Honestly, in a lot of ways, instead of just me sitting here playing games offline like it's a grind, I could have fun and interaction and positivity with people on a daily basis. I think overall it's going to be better for you and me. Okay, but that being said, we got to get through this hurdle of April. So please, if you're watching this video, and take it seriously, and if you can, Patreon in the next 4 days by the end of May, or the end of March, excuse me, Teespring, or when you're watching my live stream, sending me a tip via Twitch as well. Those are the 3 ways you can really help me out right now, all right? That's it, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and it was informative for you. I will see you for all kinds of new gameplay this week, all kinds of new releases and everything coming out this week. Watch the weekend preview right here on this channel, which is already live, to find out the skinny on that. And that's it. Have a good night. Peace out. See you later.